Welcome, welcome, lords and ladies, to the Court of Fowl. My name is Richter, your court mage, always at your service. And we are back on the second day of this entire return to streaming after a long, unfortunate absence. And as part of my progress with updating, with getting this new PC and kind of, shaping it into a proper daily driver, I've kind of hooked up some of the RGB stuff, and it is now glowing the same blue hue that you see in the tip of my hair here. You see? You see? You see? Yeah. So, welcome, Eve, John, Pixel, and Azzy. Hello, welcome to the stream. How is everybody doing? It is Wednesday, at least over here. I think it should also be Wednesday, even on the, over for our friends over in the Americas. Yes, so welcome. I now have kind of teal blue-ish RGB lights on my mouse pad, my GPU, and my RAM. My fans don't actually have RGB, so that's fine. That's okay. Although it is tempting maybe down the line to kind of upgrade it into RGB lights. But we'll see. We'll see how my wallet recovers in that regard, because this honestly, just these upgrades, this whole new thing in itself has been taxing financially. But, it's an investment. It is a long-term investment. And also glad to hear, John, that you're doing great. But yeah, I think I also decided to grab a little bit of food before the start of the stream as well, in the intervening minutes, just so we don't run into the same problem as we did last time, which is getting hungry. I wanted to stream longer, but we'll hopefully be able to do that today. So we're actually, so we are middle of the week. I haven't fully decided yet if next week we're gonna be, doing more Baldur's Gate 3 exclusively, or if we'll try to sneak in another game or two to kind of, mix things up. All right, so we're definitely going to be playing Baldur's Gate 3 primarily, right? So we'll be playing it pretty much as our main game in the next coming weeks until we finish the game, right? You caused a little bit of chaos in Fumi's Discord and got warned by a mod. Well, generally speaking, John, it is best etiquette. It's just generally polite not to ping, people on Discord. I feel like that's generally like a thing you might want to keep in mind. Unless you're like really close with that person that you're pinging, I feel like pinging them unnecessarily is probably gonna get you in the crosshairs of some people. Even more so if you're like tagging like an entire role out of the blue and it's not your Discord. Yeah. I mean, like, here's the thing, even if it is your Discord, like if you have a server, right, and you start pinging people, that is the fastest way for people to either mute your server or straight up just leave. Right? Also, welcome, Scarlet. Welcome back. It is lovely to see you again. Unnecessary pings are the bane of my existence. Yeah, that's the thing. That is why most of the servers I join, I give them like a little period, right? I generally mute most activity, with the exception of getting tagged in specific roles or in the at everyone, right? Because in my mind, if you start, if you don't tag anyone, if you don't ping anyone, then you're fine. But if I start noticing that you have a habit of pinging at everyone for very ordinary things, that is the fastest way for me to mute the at everyone tag on Discord. Because if you notice, if you go on my server, although it's not necessarily like the most active thing ever, I have a specific role that I set up that people can sign up for if they want to get pinged for, say, you know, if they want to get pinged for specific updates, right? Like if they want to get pinged when I go live, I will ping that role. So that's something that that I like to do as well. Oh, hello, Fexa. Hello, welcome back. Welcome back. Streaming around where stories and moments thrive. Well, we are in the middle of story time, and we are talking about general Discord etiquette, how to be polite and respectable in Discord without getting yourself banned or straight up muted. I'm not used to pinging people, it's just a habit. You kind of broke my brain there. A habit is like the exact opposite of not used to something. You're gonna have to pick one of the other. One or the other. Either you're not used to pinging people, or it's a habit to start pinging people. I feel like those two things are not compatible. But yeah, so speaking of Discord, I have not yet gotten around to doing some of the major updates I've been wanting to do. So now that I have the PC mostly set up, I'll probably start working on that now. You know, maybe tinker with the bots again, since it's been a while since I actually kind of messed around with the features of the bots. See if there's something I can do about it, and then also maybe have some, like, you know, Discord events, because that's something that I hope will kind of get some activity going. You know. It's a habit of me to ping people when I talk to them. Oh, sorry. I misread your line. You wrote, I'm not used to not pinging people. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Reading comprehension. It's... Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, I get it now. Resident Evil CGI film watch-along? Why do I feel like that is actively, like, trying to harm myself? I remember seeing a couple of the Resident Evil CGI films. I don't remember if they were all very good. Because there's the other... Because I know that Eve is planning a Lord of the Rings extended edition watch-along on her Discord. So that's something I'm thinking, okay, we can do that. We can do that as well. We can also have some games and stuff, Discord games or whatever as well. But again, that's probably going to require a little bit more people, but we'll see if we can get to that point, right? Now, so those are a couple things I've been thinking about. Now, there is also another thing that I'm thinking about as far as the channel and whatnot goes, and that's working on more videos, like actual, like, you know, posted normal YouTube videos. I've had a couple of ideas that I've been rattling around in my brain, and maybe a couple of shorts as well in mind. So I might try. What I'm thinking is Saturday is going to be pretty busy with Baldur's Gate and then the collab. So on Sunday, I'm going to try to see if I can allocate some time specifically to work on video editing, right? Like get like a nice proper video editing kind of setup as far as like software, get some stuff going. So hopefully I can plan something in the coming days to work on this Sunday specifically. Like maybe make a video talking about getting OBS and other stuff set up for streaming, you know? I know there's like a couple of videos out there already that kind of do something similar, but I'm hoping I can cover some other technical stuff as well, and trying to at least share with what my specific setup is at. And maybe it'll be helpful. Maybe it'll be useful to someone who wants to do like a similar setup, right? Especially when it comes to audio. Audio is something that I feel like there's a lot of tutorials and videos out there, and that not all of them are always as helpful as you want them to be in your setup. Like, there are parts of it that, yeah, this is kind of useful, but then the other parts are not, a little bit less so. And I feel like that's because there are some things that there are some details that get glossed over. Especially when it comes to, like, one of the things that I what do you call that? That I kind of discovered, I suppose, like, as I learned for myself, is the big impact that audio frequency has when it comes to your audio stuff. Like, whether your device is like, oh, this is like 44.1 was it gigahertz or something, whatever, and then like you have another device that runs at a different frequency. So having those things like incompatible might result in like some really weird audio stuff that goes on, things like static, or those kinds of weird little problems, and your audio quality is bad and you can't figure out what the fuck it is. So I'm hoping to be able to at least bundle up a lot of the stuff that I've learned up until this point over the last 2 years into like maybe a more condensed kind of video with like the key pointers, maybe with like an an overview guide. And then maybe if that gets some interest, then maybe I can go into specific details as I go along, right? Quick off-topic question: are you scared of spiders? No. Hello, Razor. But for me, it depends on the spider, right? It depends on the spider. If it's, say, like something like a daddy long legs spider, for example, I'm fine. It's like a little spider hanging out in your bathroom. We'll be listening while I clean and cook. Well, thank you, Razor, for keeping me on. We'll be sure to provide you proper entertainment as you do the menial chores around the house. Yeah. So, depending on the spider, most spiders I'll probably be fine with, How about if it's 180 centimeters tall? I think anything that is around 180 centimeters tall should give someone pause. Anything that is 180 centimeters tall should make someone think twice and look twice. Grabs a flamethrower. I get it. Kill it with, they kill it with fire. So it really depends, I feel like, on the specific kind of spider. And most of them are probably fine. If it is something like that size, for sure, I'm gonna say no thank you. I'll pass. I do feel that some of the bigger spiders might be a little bit more of might give me some pause if I see it. Like, even just like a regular, like one of those bigger house spiders. I forgot what kind of spiders those are exactly. But it's like the big ones, but they're relatively harmless, supposedly. So that kind of spider, I feel like kind of makes me a little, no, I think no. I think I'm gonna, I would much rather have you not here, good sir. Let me show you the exit into hell. Huntsman spider, I think it is. I'm gonna look it up. I might regret it. Yeah, this is the one, I think. Yeah, I think this is the one that I'm gonna be like, ah, pass. I think I'll say no. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely gonna have the huntsman spider. I remember this actually happened once to me when I was younger. When me and my siblings were all basically home alone, right? We were home alone, and then I don't know who was it who was trying to use the bathroom. It was myself or one of my other siblings, but one of us tried to use the bathroom and immediately just what do you call that? Immediately just hollered and called everybody's attention because there was this massive spider. I think it might have been a huntsman spider that was there. And then we're just like, nope, yeah, no, we're killing it. And then we like sprayed every form of chemical that we had in the house. And then we never did find out where it went off to because it got away. But we were basically just, we weren't able to sleep very well that night. It was quite the harrowing experience. But yeah. I feel like, while I do appreciate what most spiders do and contribute to, you know, to an ecosystem, you know, keeping a lot of the more, you know, fearful, creepy crawlies at bay, I do feel like that there's only so much I am willing to overlook until something becomes, before something gets perceived as a threat in my eyes. And I feel like the huntsman spider is probably gonna push that. Yeah. So that's gonna be a bit of a conversation to have, really. But like, I feel like though in general, most bugs are probably something that I'm not overly comfortable with, for the most part. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of creepy crawlies. Like, I remember one of the most like panic inducing experiences that I had was waking up because of a centipede. I woke up in the middle of the night because of a centipede, and that just kind of pumped my body full of adrenaline that I was not going back to sleep. There was just no way that I would be able to go back to sleep after swiping off a centipede off of me. And it went off somewhere that I lost track of because it was dark and I had to reach for the lights. That... yeah, that's probably gonna be one of those moments that will live with me forever. Centipede is kind of creepy, but I'm not scared anymore. Good for you. Good for you, John. Good for you. But yeah. That's just not good. And I think that's where I'm probably gonna stop the entire conversation with creepy crawlies, you know? Kind of starting to give me the heebie-jeebies, so let's leave that at that. And let's kind of just jump right into Baldur's Gate again. Because I'm pretty excited to continue. So far, we haven't actually gotten to a part of the game that I'm not familiar with yet. I panic every morning because I set my clock over 1 hour. Oh. Yeah. I can imagine that would be pretty intense to have around those kinds of alarms. But hopefully, I'm kind of curious though, like why you would do a lot of that to yourself in waking yourself an hour early or earlier than you need to. Is that like is that something that's absolutely necessary, or is that just kind of your thing? Okay, so let me just check, and then if we are... Oh no, I need to change this. Diligence, I see. Let's transition over. So we are back. And if you remember, a quick recap of what happened previously, we were abducted by the squid people known as illithids or mind flayers. We managed to escape their ship and our pod. And now we've reunited with Shadowheart, from who was also trapped on the ship, and we've also now run into Astarion, and we're kind of now just trying to figure out what else we can do.
Breathe deep.
Oh, there's a scared boar. Let me talk to this. Let's go talk to him.
I need a quick word.
Boar son!
Away! Away!
Calm down, I won't hurt you.
You're all the same. Too many of my kind died because of your spears, but not me.
Okay. Sir. Okay, I guess we can't. Oh, we can jump, right. There we go. No, it's not that the boar can talk. I have an ability that lets me talk to animals. Basically, that's the
Deep grooves in the mud around that rock.
Ooh. Okay, Shadowheart, can you move the rock? Okay, there we go.
Blood? No, never mind.
We got more shit. Yeah, I am a ranger. Oh, okay. Oh, the rock is blocking my path.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. What path lies before
Yeah,
me?
so the class that I picked is a ranger, and rangers are generally known for their, abilities as outdoors people, and usually being like, and sometimes having the ability to cast spells that allow them to talk to animals. So where is the boar though? Did the boar ran off? Is there a slight chance you might play Roblox on stream? Here's the thing. I have never played Roblox, and I have zero idea, like, what that business would be about. I wouldn't say it's off the cards, but right now I do kind of have a list of games kind of lined up. But if that is something that I feel is, getting enough interest, then I'll probably get around to... The boar jumped out and died. Oh, I didn't see that. I did not notice the boar dying or running off. I wasn't looking. Okay, but yeah, as far as Roblox is concerned, if I feel like there's enough interest, why not? Why not?
A mind flayer, and it's hurt.
That thing's bound to be dangerous, even if injured. Best be careful.
Okay. Oh yeah, let's also get our familiar back. Let's get our raven. Okay, so let's... Okay.
You approach the dying monster. This is the thing that abducted you. You could end its life here and now, if only you didn't feel compassion. Compassion. Yes, you feel hate, and you deserve to be punished for it. You should be whipped, made to bow before this creature in shame.
Ooh.
It's possessing your mind, forcing you to love it, but then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere.
Ooh. We have +1. Squidward, yeah. Alright. Add bonus. Give me guidance. Yes! We passed!
Your minds fuse, lusting for something that is gone. But then its grip claws back with a vengeance, a vice locking your mind into obedience. It needs sustenance to survive, and with your very body, you can provide.
Ooh, resist the intrusion. Hell yeah! Look at that! Look at that big ass roll. Dirty 20. We are sending. We are using the reverse Uno card on this thing.
The monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate.
Oh, hey, Frog Knight. So it has very D&D like checks for choices. Yes. So here's the thing about Baldur's Gate 3, specifically. The very, very wonderful folks at Larian did their very best to adapt as much of the actual 5th edition rules and mechanics into video game form wherever possible. And then in places where it didn't, they went for more natural progression alternatives for what those things would be, especially when it came to things like combat, because combat is something that is, you know, that is hard to really grasp from what the D&D rules are versus what you can have in a video game. So that's where you'll see a lot more of like the differences between 5th edition and you know, like a video game like Baldur's Gate 3. But when it comes to things like these, like when it comes to conversation options or choices, that is definitely something that's much easier to adapt into like video game form in its, you know, in its truest nature. Like, for example, like having the wisdom check to resist the influence of the mind flayer, right? So it makes you roll that d20. And similarly, it even does that for things like when you do the attack rolls, the damage rolls. So those are all things that happen, but they kind of do those things automatically for you in order to kind of keep the flow of the game going, rather than having you like witness the specific dice rolls every part of the game. But you have, I think, the option to kind of show what your rolls were like in the middle of combat. Would you do more collabs in the future? Yeah, I think definitely I will be doing more collabs in the future. It's just going to be a matter of like when, because planning collabs is a lot of work, you know? Planning collabs is a lot of work, and it's something that isn't just like up to me, you know?
Monster. Death is too good for it.
So yeah, that's what do you call it? That is something that I feel is that it's not 100% up to me. I am definitely interested in doing more collabs. It's just going to be a matter of who, because there's okay. So here's a couple of
Worth checking for supplies.
rather work alone. Okay, so here's a couple of things, right? Collabs are generally good things, but they aren't something that you should take all willy-nilly. You know? Because collabs can be as bad as they are good if you don't if you don't really think about them too much, or if you're not careful with them. And it's not so much that I would rather work alone. It's more along the lines of if I'm going to have a collaboration, I need to do it properly. You know? Because there's a couple of things that you generally want to consider when you do collaborations. One of the things I would say that you need to keep in mind when you do a collab is, first of all, who? Who am I going to collaborate with? And that kind of question is a lot trickier than you might imagine. Because sure, you can make it as simple as, I like working.
What's going on with that room? Looks
Hola,
unstable
John the Meme 3.0.
somehow.
Nice.
You approach the sigil on the stone.
Ooh, what's this? Hang on.
Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
Okay, so sounds like doing a collab is a lot like trying to host a party, which is ideally fun, but you didn't want to make a party every week. True. All right. Definitely one is who you do it with is going to be a very big factor. Second, how often you do it is also an important factor, as Frog and I pointed out, because in as much as collabs would be fun, you also want to make sure that you give your audience, like as a streamer, you want to give your audience the opportunity to get to know you as an individual, right? That is how you get people to kind of figure out whether they want to invest in you as an individual. Now, that is why you can have something like a channel, like actually very, very good recent example. We have Fuamoko from HoloLive, from the most recent generation Holo Advent, where you have the Fuamoko channel, right? Where you have two different people, two VTubers, that are essentially permanently collabing on that singular channel. That is something that is not normally done, but it is kind of like the brand of the channel. It is a channel whose entire point's twins. Yeah. Fuawa and Mokoko? Abysgar, the twin hellhounds of Holo Advent. So that's the thing, like that's an example. But if I want to go back earlier, for example, let's say we look at the channel of the Game Grumps. You have Aaron and you have Danny, whose entire thing on the Game Grumps channel is just that, like those two guys playing video games together and telling stories and having fun and having, a lot of those interactions just kind of play out because those two guys have some of the best chemistry as friends. It is fun to watch Danny and Aaron just play together. You have like Aaron's very manic energy, and then you have like Danny that's just super chill, right? But they know how to ride each other's like different wavelengths. Like it's absolutely fun. And if you're not familiar with Game Grumps, you should probably check them out. They're super fun. And even if you just watch like some of their highlights and clips, some of the funniest shit ever. I promise you, check them out. I would have to say that a lot of a lot of like they're actually a pretty big influence on me specifically as an individual, because I enjoy a lot of Aaron and Danny's stuff and hijinkses, and I also have some what do you call it? I have an album from Danny's band, Ninja Sex Party. So yeah, but going back to the point, right? For doing collabs. Collabs can be a powerful tool, right? But you have to remember that that's what it is. It is a tool. It's not going to be your everyday thing. So you have to know when and where to use it. So when it comes to like knowing who to collab with, it's primarily going to be finding just one, somebody that you get along with, someone who you can vibe with. And also B, making sure that that person is someone that you feel that you can be associated with as far as like your own personal branding goes. Off topic question, but did you guys see the new Skibidi toilet episode? I have not. I have not, John. But yeah, so because here's the thing, right? Say, for example, you're friends with somebody, and they're really awesome, they're really cool, and their content is really good too. But say, for example, your content and stuff is pretty wholesome, right? You run a pretty wholesome channel. And then the person, your friend, as cool as they are, they have a very lewd channel, for example. Now, having them on your channel is one thing, right? I don't think that it's completely barred as a possibility, but you definitely would want to take into consideration what kind of image that, your friend has. And if you think that that is something that you also want on your channel, if you're going to be collaborating with them. So, for example, let's say you have a wholesome channel. Having somebody like that whose branding is, let's say, lewd, right? Yeah, lewd. Suppose they're like a lewd tuba. Then you definitely want to think twice if you want to have that kind of person or that branding associated with your channel, right? Now, like I said, that doesn't mean that it's completely impossible. You could have them on board, but you have to let them know that, hey, my channel isn't really known that about for lewd content or whatever, and I would very much like to keep it that way. If I collab with you and I have you on my channel, I'd like to have you. I would like to make sure that you don't do anything rather that would be that you would normally do on your channel. Like certain kinds of jokes or whatever, right? Hello, Salinity, welcome back. How have you been? We're talking about collaboration streams and how, you kind of need to put a bit of a thought process before you just randomly collab with people. And then, but yeah, so you think about it. Sir, this is a Wendy's. So that's that kind of thing, So you want to make sure that you think about that before just collabing with anyone. And if you need to set any boundaries with that person about appearing on your channel and the kind of things that they can or cannot do on your channel. So that kind of thing is something you want to think about. What else? What other things do you need to think about when you're in a collab? Oof. Spicy.
A hand? Anyone?
Oh no! It's a strength check! Am I? Okay. Let's roll. Okay, good. We got it. Whew! Let's go. Strength check.
That's it! Go on! Keep pulling!
Vanos Gaming does a lot of collabs to the point where it's normal. Yeah, so that is an example of a channel or a creator who wants to build their content around collaborations. There's nothing wrong with that.
Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. Usually better at this.
So yeah, so if that is part of what you want to kind of offer as your experience to your viewers, then that's fine. That is perfectly normal, right? But if you want, for example, to develop first, especially if you're starting out as a new streamer, you want people to have the opportunity to know you first as a person before they even care about you with other people, right? So you want to make sure that they also get to know you before you start collaborating with everyone else. Because at the end of the day, if you're going to like build this entire idea that, oh, I collab with people a lot, it's still, that's fine. If that's going to be like, you're going to have a collab channel, that's great. But at the end of the day, you still want to make sure that people know you when there's no one else around. Now, that might take a bit of getting used to, but, you know, that can be a thing. Again, these are generally just my thoughts and ideas. There are always going to be, like, exceptions to the rule. But I think, generally speaking, you want to make sure that you have your own identity that you want to establish, especially if you're starting out. And there's also the entire idea that, are people going to collab with you if they don't know you either? Right? So there's also that entire concept and kind of thing you need to work around.
At magic. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You're on the Norse Lloyd as well.
Wait, he was on the thing as well. We gotta draw our weapon.
Whoa, easy does it. You really, really don't want to do that. Not a threat. Just an observation.
Okay.
10 years of bad luck if you kill a wizard. Why take the risk?
He's a very sassy talking wizard.
Much obliged. Besides, I
damn the
suspect real
details
villain here is
that I
one
can get out of
we
this.
have in
It's
common.
so good.
Back on the ship, you two were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region. Were you not? No use sugarcoating it, is there? The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers?
Yeah,
It's a
we know.
process known as ceramorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided.
Yeah, we know that already,
You're not
Gale.
cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
You seem to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them.
I can tend to basic wounds and ailments, but alien parasites, I'm afraid not. As a ranger.
As we've established, few enough can. It's not exactly a common affliction. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together?
Alright, fine.
Most excellent. A parasite shared is a parasite halved. Or something to that effect. Oh, before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, Thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. For I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
Ooh, level up. Oh wait, no, it's just him because we have Jesus on our team. Wait, you know something I dislike that they have in BG3? Nat ones are always a fail. I rolled a 1, so I failed in this last check, but my proficiencies and such put me over the DC, even with... Oh. So they're of that school of thought. Okay, so, for those of you who are not familiar with the rules of Dungeons and Dragons, the general rule is that if you have a certain challenge that you need to, confront, the general rule is you roll a 20-sided dice, you take the results of that dice, and you add upon it any bonuses or, what's the other word? Or penalties. Bonuses or penalties to that specific number based on your stats, on your abilities, and everything else that might affect it. And then whatever the end resulting number is, if it is at or greater than the number of that you're supposed to hit, which is called a difficulty check, then you succeed in the task. Otherwise, you fail. Pretty simple rule, right? However, when it comes to combat, right, when you're in a fight, the same rule generally applies when you're trying to hit someone with your club, stick, sword, axe, or what have you. The improvised weapon that you have, which is a nearby cat that you are throwing at an opponent. So, in the case of combat, there is a rule that if you hit a 20, and if you roll a natural 20, meaning you roll the dice, and it is a 20, it is a critical hit. Right? I'm actually not even sure if critical misses are in the rule book. I have to double check. Let's see, 5E critical rule. Yeah, okay. So in the case of combat, if you roll a natural 20, then it is a critical hit, meaning you get to, according to the rules as written, you roll a second attack dice to determine, sorry, not attack dice, damage dice when you roll for the damage, right? So for example, your sword is a 1d6 for damage, you roll a 2d6. That is the rules as written. However, as is the nature of Dungeons and Dragons, people like to homebrew rules, meaning they have certain house rules that they like to implement in their games to whatever suits them the best and their table, right? Now, there is a kind of popular house rule where critical misses are also apparently a thing. I don't think that in the rules as written, there is such a thing as a critical miss, which is the opposite of a critical hit, where rolling a 1 generally means it is, like there's a penalty involved. Now, I'm fairly certain that there is no critical miss rule in the rules as written because there is no general, like, accepted common rule or behavior of what to do when somebody flubs their roll and gets a 1. Right? It's generally up to, like, the DM at the table to decide what happens if somebody rolls, like, the worst number in the entire dice, right? Outside of just missing. Some people have done things like, oh, you drop your weapon, or, oh, you take damage, or whatever. So that is already in itself not a rule that is written in the guidebook, right? It's not in the rule book. But that thing is generally also then applied to, and also the critical hit rule to skill checks, or, you know, or generally challenges. So in those cases, it's always just you roll the dice, you add your numbers, you subtract your numbers, and that's it. Whether it hits the number or not, that is, what do you call that? That is the rule. You know, so whether you succeed or you don't. Some people have taken it upon themselves in their house rules to apply that the critical hit or miss also applies in skill checks, where a nat 20 means you automatically succeed in whatever you're trying to do, and then a natural one is auto fail. Some people have generally kind of made that a house rule. It's a pretty popular one, but it's not one that I generally like to use. Welcome, Oliver. Hello there, General Oliver. What's this? I run it as though they managed to hit for a minimum damage, but leave themselves wide open to attack, giving the next person to attack them advantage. I see. If rolling a natural one. That's fair. That's fair. What I generally would do is that if they... we're talking about what you're doing or talking about... we're playing BG3, and as he was explaining to me that in Baldur's Gate 3, they apparently have the rule where critical hit and critical miss applies to skill checks. Things like when you roll the dice if you're trying to persuade someone or whatever, right? Normally, in the rules as written in 5th edition, that does not exist. There is no critical to apply. 5% threat of failing all the time seems like a scary prospect. Right? Well, yeah, because, you know, I want to jump to the moon. I rolled a nat 20 on athletics. Suddenly means that no matter how impossible, it actually works because critical success. Exactly. So that is why I do not really subscribe to that house rule that is very popular, where 20 is automatic success and 1 is automatic failure. Especially since you can have characters that will have like bonuses that will have them succeed at a task even if they roll a 1, because they are supposed to be that damn good at what they do. Those bonuses are supposed to reflect the amount of skill and work that is required to perform the task. The dice is simply there to kind of stand in for the factors such as the outside factors that may not be outside of your, that may be the factors that are outside of your players or characters' control. Say, for example, a very skillful thief is locking a pick. Is picking a lock, right? And then rolls a 1, and even with his bonuses, it doesn't hit. I would play that as like, oh yeah, so you were totally picking that lock, but you broke your, the lock is kind of rusty on the inside, or you got unlucky, and your pick kind of got snagged on something inside, and your pick breaks. Yeah, with that rule, if you hit a nat 1 during combat, there's a good chance that you died to something that you shouldn't have. Yeah, because even in combat, like if you look at the rules as written in combat, there is only a critical hit. There is no such thing in the rules as written as critical fail. Right? The worst that happens is that you miss. And in a game like D&D, sometimes missing is really the worst thing that can happen. A game where every single attack can make a really big difference, you know? So to kind of penalize your players for something that is outside of their control by making it worse is kind of like double dipping in the pain department, you know? But here's the thing. If that is how your table wants it, if that is how your table rolls, and everyone, you know, agrees to that, that's fine. If you want to do that, if that's how you want to roll your table and everyone is down and agrees, by all means, implement that rule. But if that is something that not everybody agrees to, that's where you're kind of going to have some troubles. I wonder if that's an actual like toggle or something that we can actually you know, work on. Karmic dice, we disable that. We have completely random dice. Karmic dice avoid failure streaks. Fern! Holy crap, it's been so long. How have you been? I'm doing all right. We're playing some Baldur's Gate 3, and we're kind of talking about some of the rules in 5th edition. Because, what do you call it? As he apparently has revealed to me that they have criticals in skill checks, which I don't agree with. As a DM, as a constant DM myself, I do not agree with having, you know, with having criticals in your skill checks. I just do not feel like that is something that is, that should be like a rule for everyone. And I feel like that should be like a fucking button somewhere where somebody can just say, nope, I don't want it. I want out. We should be able to opt out of it. Can we not? Oh, that is so bad. Oh, I'm a little annoyed. Accessibility, no. Dialogue options, no. Damn it! Okay. Oh well. Anyway, so that's it. I don't agree. I just told you guys why. Because I feel like criticals should not apply to skill checks. You know? That's just kind of something that really shouldn't be a thing. It's been chaos, but I'm finally moved and settled. Nice! I remember you've been trying to like move out for quite some time. So I'm glad to hear that you finally moved and settled. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I'm getting back to streaming Friday and been checking in on the homies. Hell yeah! That's all good. Actually, I kind of just got back into streaming again myself. Because, like, the past maybe, like, 2-3 weeks, I've actually been off of streaming because the, what do you call it? Because my PC was on its last legs. So I was kind of forced to invest in a new PC. And I've only started streaming again yesterday, actually. So that's actually, you know, that's a great thing, honestly. It's good to be back, and I am also glad to hear that you are also making your comeback as well. Whew. Are you still going to be streaming on Twitch? By the way, Rogue's Morsel. Oh, that's a. Oh Lord, but hey, upgrades, yeah. Yeah, cause like cause I get it. You know, not everybody is. It's gonna be interesting to see because I still check in on some people. On yeah, I'm too scared to move to YouTube. Ah, that's fine. That's understandable. You know, although I'll have, you know, at least my personal experience with jumping to YouTube has mostly been a positive experience so far. All right, so I don't know how much that would account for anything, to be honest, but at least in my case, it's been mostly good. Although it did take a little bit of a while. Different between Twitch and YouTube? Okay, hang on. That is quite the discussion.
But be careful.
Okay, hang on. that is actually quite the discussion. Let me go and get some water first before I get into that, because there's a lot to say. There is a lot to say. I'll be back. Just getting water out. Getting water. Okay. So I have my water. All right. So YouTube and Twitch. So you want to choose between YouTube and Twitch. Now, that said, no platform, let me preface by saying that no platform is perfect. Every platform, whether it be YouTube, Twitch, Kick, Facebook, or whatever, I don't know, whatever platforms there might be now or in the future, they will all have their pros and cons. And it is up to you to make a decision on which pros and cons you are most comfortable with. So let me start. On Twitch, you have a lot of leeway. They play very loose. They play very fast and loose with their rules. Right? I'm also switching to Facecam for some streams on So My Nerves. Oh. I'm gonna try to start uploading shorts, but streaming here freaks me out. Ah. I mean, if you're switching to Facecam, that is a big jump. That is a big jump, Fern. But, you know, I am confident that you are just going to ace it, all right? You are going to ace it no matter what, because you are an awesome streamer and you have great chemistry with a lot of people that you bring on. So I'm sure you're going to ace it no matter what. All right? So, that said, right? Let's start with a couple of platforms. So Twitch, like I said, they play fast and loose with their rules. That means that you can have like some copyrighted music, right? Have it on stream and generally not think about it, right? Unless you're planning to keep the VOD for a very long time, that's not something you really need to worry about. Primarily because that is the way that Twitch works, right? Unless somehow you get caught, which is a bit of a rare thing if we're being honest, then you don't really have to worry about it. You can use whatever music, you know, you want. And you can also do things like watching videos that are copyrighted as well. You want to have like reaction streams to like funny videos. That's a really popular thing to do on Twitch because of the way that their rules work. And the only reason that the rules work the way they do is because A, they tell you that, you know, they tell you to try and keep it on the down low. And two, your VODs will not be kept online any longer than a couple of weeks at best, right? And what that generally means is that that kind of absolves Twitch of a little bit of accountability, because anything that's supposed to be copyrighted will eventually be gone. Hopefully by the time anybody even thinks of trying to, you know, copyright strike a video or whatever, right? Unlike YouTube, like in contrast to YouTube, you have videos, you have streams that go live, and the moment you're done, your stream is now a YouTube video. And it will stay hosted on YouTube forever. At least until you remove it or it gets copyright strike into the void. But your videos are generally going to be there, right? You don't have to worry about your VOD disappearing all of a sudden. And that can be a good or a bad thing depending on the kind of content that you do. Right? If you don't worry, if you sort out all of your copyright business, then YouTube is great, right? You don't use copyrighted content, or if you do use it, you use it with permission and you have all of the necessary rights behind them, then YouTube should be great for you because it saves you the hassle of having to, of having to archive it. It gets archived automatically. I have heard Twitch doesn't have any algorithm. It kind of does, a little bit. It has a bit of an algorithm. So here's the thing that Twitch works, the way that Twitch works. It has an algorithm. Don't let anyone, let you think that there isn't any, because there is. It's just not very clear what it is. And Twitch kind of tells you a little bit of how it works. They basically say, hey, if you're going to stream for a good long time. Because the longer you stream, the bigger the chance of somebody running into your stream. Because if you go to the Twitch homepage, there are channels that are getting recommended to you. If you go like, oh, hey, check out these channels that are live right now. There is an algorithm. It's just not very good. Not that YouTube's algorithm is great. It is questionable at times, really, but it certainly does a better job, I think, than whatever Twitch has under the hood. Now, another thing. Twitch, which does make, by the way, discoverability on Twitch a little bit more difficult. So Twitch, but here's the caveat to getting recommended on Twitch, which is one of the main reasons why I don't stream on Twitch anymore, is because in the case of Twitch, you only matter when you are live, when you are streaming. Because the only time that you will ever get recommended is while you are online and streaming. So naturally, what that means is the longer you stream, the more hours you spend streaming, the higher the probability of someone finding you on Twitch. Right? And that is something that I, at the time when I moved to YouTube, was not able to commit to. I only have so many hours in my day to stream. And, especially since I am juggling a full-time job as a court mage, I cannot stream as long, the many hours that other people might be streaming. Especially those who are full-time streamers. The people whose entire lives are entirely on stream. Hey, Pud, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? We're talking about the differences between Twitch, YouTube, and other platforms. And right now, we're kind of on the point where ooh, water. On Twitch, you only matter when you're online and when you're live. Because that's the only time that Twitch will recommend you. Whereas on YouTube, you have a stream. You can be recommended when you're live. Yeah, that's the same thing that happens on Twitch. But once you're no longer live, once your stream ends, your stream becomes a VOD. Right? It becomes a YouTube video. And that YouTube video has a chance to be recommended to other people on the platform even when you are offline. The same thing with your clips or any other content you put on YouTube. When you are not online, when you are not on the platform, when you're not actively streaming, you still have a chance to grow. For example, right? Let's take, for example, I am currently at 406 subscribers, according to YouTube Studio. When I started stream, I was at 405. That means somebody new just subscribed. Whoever you are, thank you. You were actually recommended to me on YouTube. Ah, that's great. That's great then. So, that's something that can happen. Now, of course, last stream I also hit like 407, I think. I thought I ended stream, I think, at around like 406, 400, or I think 405. And while I was offline, in between the end of the stream, right? In between the end of the stream and like maybe like 12 or something hours, I got 2 new subscribers. During that time, during the same time, up until the stream was started, I also lost 2 subscribers, right? So what that means is that your stream, your video, can still get you new recommendations, new people on your channel, even when you're offline. That is not something that would naturally happen on Twitch. The only way that you are going to be like getting new followers on Twitch is if they catch you live and they follow you, or perhaps maybe somebody found you on Twitch, or sorry, on Twitter, then they follow you, or maybe they find you on what do you call it? Maybe you got recommended by somebody on Twitch, then they follow you, right? But Twitch itself will not recommend you when you are not online, when you are not streaming. So that is like that is a big what do you call that? Is a big bit of a disadvantage, I suppose, on Twitch. Welcome back, John. So, however, but here's the thing, right? If you are someone who is going full time, right? If you are, let's say you're going to be doing Twitch full time, right? You do Twitch full time. You stream, let's say 5 to 8 hours a day, right? You stream 5 to 8 hours a day, all of that. And then, and you're also willing, and you're fun to have on stream, right? You're fun to watch. And you're also good at, what did you miss? Well, we're talking about Twitch versus YouTube versus other platforms as, for streamers. So, in the case of Twitch, right? Like if you are, let's say, for example, someone who is going to be live 5 to 8 hours a day, and you are good at talking to people, you're good at mingling with other creators, right? You're good at interacting with people on Twitter, with other creators, getting a collab and stuff, and you're generally pleasant to be around as a person, right? When you also talk to these people, then it's probably a good idea for you to be on Twitch. If you are somebody who does have a lot of that time and you're really good at filling out those hours, then great. I find the YouTube stream layout easier. I would rather do YouTube because I want to create documentary videos. Here's the thing, Fexa. You are not locked to a single platform, right? You as a content creator, you can put yourself in multiple platforms and have those different platforms do different things. Let's take, for example, Connor, right? Let's take, for example, Sea-Dog VA, right? Awesome dude. And what he does primarily is that he has his YouTube videos, right? He creates content. He creates these videos, whether it be his gacha with other people, whether it be he trying out weird-ass cosplays, or he's talking about, all sorts of things on his channel, or he's also doing, and then on top of that, while he's doing those videos, he also live streams on Twitch, right? Whether it be solo playing games or doing whatever, or if he's collaborating with Mouse or whoever else, right? So you can be like that too. You can create your videos on YouTube. That is a separate thing unto itself. And then you can also have your channel on Twitch where when you're not, where when you're not making videos, you can be live on Twitch, playing games, hanging out with people. Those things that's an example of how people tend to, really branch out and really kind of bring those different platforms together. As Fern pointed out, like you definitely have to branch out to other platforms on Twitch to grow. But I feel like branching out to other platforms is generally a good rule, no matter where you end up being as your main platform. Because each platform does one thing particularly well, right? Like TikTok is going to be probably the best platform if you're going to focus on short form videos, right? You're going to have short form videos, TikTok. You have longer videos, you put them on YouTube. You want to do a quick live stream, you go to Twitch. Because there's no denying that right now, Twitch is, even though despite all the bullshit that Twitch gets up to, it is still easily one of the most convenient platforms to live stream on. You have a very big audience, potential audience on Twitch. The latency is really small, right? When you are streaming on Twitch, it is the time between chat and the streamer seeing chat is almost instantaneous. You don't have to worry about, oh, how long ago did this message come in? Because on YouTube, there is a pretty big delay between when you type your message and when I see the message, and then when, that message gets played back on stream. There's a pretty big delay there by default. And even at its fastest, YouTube is still slower than Twitch. And that's honestly the main reason why Twitch is a platform where interacting with your viewers is much more, is much easier to do. When you stream on Twitch and you see somebody in chat saying something, that's literally just happened. And you can reply to it and they'll get it right away as well. That's why interactivity is the strongest point on Twitch. That's why you have things like the point system as well. Because that's another thing. Having points that you earn while watching someone stream and then being able to redeem those points for funny shit like playing sound effects or putting a message on stream or whatever. That is what makes a Twitch stream fun. Being able to interact much more directly with your streamer. That is something that YouTube still is not able to really, really do. Because there is that big gap, there is that lag, that delay. And until that becomes something that YouTube is able to address and get competitive with Twitch, it's not going to feel the same, And that is also why I feel like that the audience, generally speaking on Twitch, are much more fast-paced kind of audience members. They are the ones who try to, who are constantly working really fast. That, they're able to react quickly, they're able to respond, they're able to interact very, very rapidly. Susan is no longer with YouTube, by the way. I'm not sure if she is about to be or has already been replaced. So Susan is out. I think she's already been replaced. I just don't remember who. So that's something that you might want to note. So yeah, so that's actually one of the major differences, and you have to take also into consideration that at the end of the day, YouTube also has a much wider pool of people compared to Twitch, and there is this idea where Can't wait for Elon Musk to buy YouTube. Not a chance. For us, Elon does not have any money, does not have enough money to buy out YouTube from Google. Hey, Fallen, welcome to the stream. We're talking about platforms right now, between what do you call that? Twitch, YouTube, and what have you. We were playing BG3, but we kind of got into that conversation topic. But yeah, so TLDR, I gotta say, stream on YouTube if you want a much more chill environment. I find that YouTube is much more chill as far as like audiences go, and also it is something that is good for if you want to keep your VODs, you want to keep your streams videos online, then YouTube is also great for you, provided that you kind of follow the copyright rules, right? Because that's really the big thing at YouTube, where they're very, very fast on copyright stuff, right? And then plus the algorithm is also a lot better on YouTube in general, especially since you have better discoverability even when you're offline. So that's one thing. If you don't have as much time to stream, YouTube is also probably a good idea. For my streams, I have a few seconds delay before chat reaches stream, so I can see it first and have a chance to remove it before it hits the stream for anyone else, just in case. Ah, that's also good. That's also good. But yeah, generally streams also work a lot faster on Twitch. But with YouTube, it's just an actual delay. Yes and no. And basically, it can't come up on stream, but you can also catch it pretty quickly. Especially if you have like moderators, it is pretty easy to just like time someone out, for example. And it also similarly does the same thing with Twitch, where everything suddenly just goes poop. You also have the automatic word filter over on I think Twitch, I think both platforms have it as well, where certain words can be moderated and they'll be holding it off, and then moderators kind of have to like approve or deny it. I think both platforms have that as well. So as long as you have certain filters in place, you can also do that. What else? YouTube. Yeah, so if you don't have as much time to stream, YouTube is good. If you want a more chill environment, YouTube is gonna be for you. If you want to keep your VODs and want to keep it hassle-free, definitely YouTube. You don't have to worry as long as you follow the copyright rules. Let's see, what else? If you also like making thumbnails, YouTube is for you. I don't know, it's a thing. I like making thumbnails, that's fun. Yeah. Also, you can, another thing is you also have the option for higher resolution streams and not worry about it. Because in the case of Twitch, right? If you stream at, let's say, your native resolution, let's say, for example, you run a 1440p, system, right? And you stream 1440p on Twitch. Good luck to everyone else's internet, because you're depending on the platform, on how it feels like it that day. You may or may not have access to the resolution, to the encoding that lets you switch up the resolution for streams. I feel like that's a bit of a mixed bag, because not everybody has super fast internet, or at least super fast internet that can handle 1440p or 4K or whatever, high resolution you're streaming at. And that's not even including like the ultra widescreen people. I promise I'm not throwing shade at you, Eve, but I'm just saying that ultra wide resolution means more internet is required to stream your videos. So in the case of YouTube, pretty much everybody comes with that thing out of the box, where if your stream is super high resolution and somebody watching you has pretty shitty internet that day, they have the option of struggling to watch you at 1440p, or maybe they want to dial it back and try watching you at like 720. Not sure what I did, but I've had access to resolution options on my stream consistently for over a year. Then that's good. That's good then. Then I feel like then maybe that might not be such an issue today as it might have been some time ago. One time YouTube recommended me Faceleak of one HoloLive member because the person has similar voices. Also, person that's recommended to me was actually them. Kind of creepy. Yeah, there's a lot of weird shenanigans going on for the YouTube algorithm, to be honest, but that's how it is sometimes. The algorithm has grown. It's for all we know, it's actually gained sentience. But yeah. So that might not be such a big thing, but it's still something you might want to consider in case if that's something that is no longer the case. You know? So something to think about. Now, for Twitch. On Twitch, if you're going to be streaming for several hours, right? And you are good at networking, quote unquote networking. I know a lot of people might not like the word, but fact of the matter is, if you are going to be a streamer and it is an industry, it is important to be able to get to know other creators for opportunities for mutual growth. You know? So if you're good at that, then, and you also want to interact with your viewers very actively, Twitch. Go Twitch. Because Twitch has a lot of really good integrations that make it an absolutely, wonderful platform to stream on. It has all these systems in place where you can interact and play games with your audience very quickly. And it has these systems in place that can make it very interactive. Hell, Baldur's Gate 3 right now, I'm going to go swap into the just chatting because we're kind of chatting right now. If you want, like for example, in Baldur's Gate 3, there is a Twitch integration where Twitch viewers can watch, you can look at your stats, your items, your character builds, right? They can see that. You play something like, what do you call that? Like Cult of the Lamb. People, like your audience members, can join your... Derailed into just chatting. It's fine. I like talking about this. But yeah, let's say you're playing Cult of the Lamb. Your viewers can join your cult. You can name your sheep or whatever, your characters. I haven't really played Cult of the Lamb. I don't know what they're called. But you can basically get your audience members into your game. They can join your game, for the love of God. And there are other games and there are other integrations that also do very similar things. You can have their entire services dedicated to setting up the same kind of integration with Twitch. Something like loot streams, for example, right? And you can integrate like loot streams where you can think, I'm not sure if it's loot streams or some other platform, but basically people can use their points to do something to your game, right? Like they can do stuff where, use your channel points, and then you can make like a thing. So I think it's stream loots or something. Marbles on stream, yeah. Marbles on stream. Oh, I love playing marbles on stream. I think it has an integration with YouTube now, though. I think you can actually do that on YouTube now, as well. I don't know how quickly it works, or how smooth that integration is, but I think you can on YouTube now as well. But that's fun, Anybody on stream who wants to join you, you know, they can type in the thing, they can join, and then you'll see their name on the stream, and they are suddenly a marble that you're about to race down whatever haunted house or space station that you are setting up for them, right? Those are some of the things that make Twitch super fun. And yes, Vexa, YouTube is primarily made for videos. Like, no matter how you roll it, YouTube is a video-first platform. It will always prioritize videos first. Right? Welcome back, John. And Twitch will always be a stream-first platform. Because they have all of these different ways to interact with your streamer of choice. Ooh, sorry to hear about your PC crashing. Might want to get that looked into. So yeah, I mean, pretty much Kick is just copy-paste of Twitch, so whatever applies is there as well, plus gambling and crypto coin or whatever. Not exactly my cup of tea. Alright? And other platforms as well have their own pros and cons. But I do feel like that Twitch still handles streaming the best. You know, it still handles streaming the best out of any other platform out there, in my opinion. It is the most fun. I have heard Kick is also owned by Amazon. Not owned by Amazon, but Kick is being hosted on an Amazon data center. That is my my knowledge on that. That Kick is being hosted on an Amazon like server or whatever. So it's kind of like Twitch. So there's that. I just want to make sure that you also have like the accurate info that I think is the case. Because I remember here learning about that during one of the LTT streams, one of the WAN shows, when they basically talked about Kick, I think. That it was brought up that it is actually hosted on Amazon. AFK farming and blocks fruit nonstop. 22 hours. Yeah, that's gonna do a lot to your PC. You really, like, having a PC on all the time is okay, as long as you keep things cool. Because the enemy of any PC is heat, alright? So make sure that if you're planning to keep your PC on for like a very long time, make sure that it's very, that it's just kept in a very cool place and that it doesn't overheat. You knew what Pokimane said about Kick, didn't you? I don't remember. I don't remember what Pokimane has mentioned specifically about Kick, but I don't know. I don't really care. I have my own opinions about Kick. It's not necessarily the best, but it's not for me. I know that it's probably the platform for some people, but just not me. I don't see myself being on Kick for any reasonable amount of time, if at all. You know? I had 2 fans on it. Oh, that's hopefully that's good enough. You know, hopefully that's good enough. At the end of the day, it's your PC. You know what you do with it. It's just be prepared. You know the old saying, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Anyway, I'm gonna hang on to switch on my AC. Speaking of the heat and cold. Okay. So that's kind of my thoughts really on the different streaming platforms, because at the end of the day you need to find out what are the things that work for you, what are your strengths and weaknesses, like what are your constraints, what are your restrictions, and find the platform that works best, that helps you do what you want to do. And I hope that for anybody who watches this in the VOD down the line, hello there, VOD viewer. that you manage to find the platform that works best in your case. My PC survived 3 years, then died. Now I'm using a laptop. Oh, 3 years is not the best runtime for a PC unless it's like a super cheap one or if it's like a hand-me-down. But most PCs, you should try to get them to live around like 5 years on average. You know, a well-maintained PC should work 5 years. If it's 3 years, then maybe you might want to either look into what exactly went wrong, because you kind of don't want to repeat that. It's a $1,000 one. It's all right. $1,000 PCs are okay. The price doesn't necessarily determine the full quality of your what do you call that? Of your PC. There are plenty of good quality $1,000 PCs out there. You know? At the end of the day, it's also a lot of it really comes down to how you maintain your PC. That's probably like an entire video topic on itself. Like, how do you maintain your PC to have it last like the longest time that you can, right? So that should be like an entire topic on its own. But if you guys wanna, okay, so here's the thing. If you guys want me to talk about that more in length, make sure that you leave a comment in this stream, in this video, right after. Once the video is done, once it's over, please make sure to leave a comment reminding me, because I am very forgetful, to make a video or, you know, talk about how to keep your PC going for a long time. Because my PC lasted 7 years. I kind of regret it because the prices dropped the next year. Yeah, that's the thing. The PC prices, there is a lot to go. There's a lot to think about about the timing of when to upgrade. But of course, you know, there's not really a lot that you can do if your PC just breaks. You know, like in my case, my PC was pretty much on the verge of death. So I had no choice but to get a replacement. And I decided to just go ham with the new PC is all. Right? But I could have just as easily gotten a cheaper PC and also just try to keep it lasting as long as I can. My dad had an old monitor and it's still working after 8 or 7 years. That's actually not too bad. That monitors can last a pretty good amount of time, really. Because monitors are a different beast altogether, you know? There's a big difference between maintaining a monitor, which is like one component of a PC working for several years, and an entire working PC, which is built of like a lot of different smaller parts. At least survive 2 virus attacks? I mean, technically all you need to do, if the virus doesn't do anything too bad, all you need to do to deal with a virus is like a full-on refresh. You know, completely uninstall everything and then just reinstall the whole thing, start from scratch. Unless, of course, if the virus itself was like embedded in the firmware of your specific, like maybe your individual devices. But that's kind of rare, usually. Most viruses wouldn't really like be the type to be embedded in the firmware itself. So, sure, there can be some exploits that can happen, but usually those kinds of things can get patched pretty quickly. But yeah, you know, like PC lifespans, you can keep them going. You just need to make sure that you do your due diligence in maintaining it so that it can keep on, you know, operating at the best condition that it possibly can. Kind of stupid back then. It's all right. It's not about being stupid. It's what do you call it? It's really something that happens. You know, we all have to learn at some point, right? So we all learn. We all get better at it. No problem. Okay, I'm gonna go refill my water, and then we'll go back into Baldur's Gate 3. I'll put you guys in the BRB stream because I might also end up having to go into an quote-unquote idle meeting, okay? I will see you guys shortly. All right, and we are back. Hello, Rem. Welcome back. Good to see you again, and I'm glad that you're feeling a little bit better, but hopefully, hopefully that things are just gonna get better for you. All right? And wait, what's that? Oh, John, easy on the pizza. That stuff, that can do a real number on you. Okay, so we have a new party member. We now have 4 party members. Although I think that's the limit for the party. If we get anyone else, then we need to, what do you call it? Then we need to swap someone out. So if I recall, Gale is a wizard. Also, Phoebe, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I now want pizza. Yes, I am gathering my party and venturing forth. We just got Gale. And look, guys. Look at how good the graphics are that the new PC can run. My new PC's name is Mikoto. And look at how good the graphics are, and I'm not lagging at all. I could... There's Gale, aka Alistair if you gave him an ego. A wildly massive ego. And I know that you have very strong feelings for Alistair. So, Phoebe, so that's something for, I guess, a motivator. Okay, let me see. What 2 spells? What is this? Level... Oh, okay. So we need more level 1 spells. Alright, so we have a cleric already. We have a Starian as a rogue. We are a ranger, so we're... Oh no, we kind of need a tank. I want to bring back Lais Cel. Okay, so we might need to do some swap and stuff here. So let's see. What can... I guess Magic Missile is going to be one. Is BG3 turn-based or like DAO? It is turn-based. If you have played Divinity or Divinity Original Sin 2, it is similar to that in terms of combat. We'll get around to it. Stick around, and you will see how the combat goes. Chromatic orb. Yeah, you know what? Let's go with Ray of Sickness then. Oh no, let's go for a support spell. Ooh, Disguise Self sounds fun. Let's do that. That sounds fun. Then let's go for Prepare spells. Grease, Thunderwave, Sleep, Witch Bolt, and Mage Armor. Yeah, I think that's fine. Although yeah, maybe we can do Disguise Self for something else. Magic Missile. We need Magic Missile though. 2 to 5. So that's 3d4 plus 3. 1d12 lightning. Yeah, we don't need. Let's not go with Witch Bolt. And let's put in Magic Missile to replace it. Magic Missile. Welcome back, John. Okay, I think we're good. Alright, so let's take a look at our party members once again, now that we have party view.
One with the weave.
No, that's not what we're looking at. How do I view, like, into character? Where is... Examine? No, T. Is it T? No, that's not it.
Let me work my magic.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out how the hell I can do the... No, that's Session.
Elminster's not around.
Jesus can heal teammates? No, he is not a healer. Jesus here is not a healer. He is a wizard and does spells and makes...
So, we've picked up a wizard who managed to get stuck in his own portal. Hardly a promising introduction.
I see. Tell me about yourself, Astarion.
Oh, what's to tell? I'm a magistrate back in the city. It's all rather tedious.
Okay. Let's talk to Shadowheart.
I've heard you can't get blood from a stone, but apparently you can get a wizard from one. Gale seems interesting.
That's quite the word to use. Okay, let's we should get to know each other a little more.
Must we? No harm in a little mystery, don't you think?
Okay.
I should hope not. Have you ever heard the people who want to talk about themselves? I'm doing you a favor.
Okay. I mean, does it cost anything to use spell and skill? Okay, so D&D rules. They have what do you call that? So in D&D, there are groups of spells. And if I recall, there are three broad categories of spells. There are the arcane spells. These are your typical magic kind of spells, your general magic spells. You have nature magic, which are spells that primarily involve, they're called primal magic now. Yeah, I think they're called primal magic, which is just like pretty much the magic that entails the ancient energies of like the planet and whatnot, right? And then you have divine spells, which are pretty much spells whose origin of magic are from the gods. So those are the three main. Wizards are primarily known as arcane spellcasters. And so there are also different schools of magic, with like broad categorizations. Nature, chocolate, natural, kind of. Yeah, pretty much. Very similar. Because those are the different sources of magic. In the case of arcane, that source of magic is primarily from the goddess of magic called Mistra. That Gale here makes claims that he did the hanky pants, no pants dance with until things went bad and he got himself the boot. So that's this dude here, Gale, the guy in the big purple robe, the one who looks like Jesus. So his magic is primarily coming from her, the goddess of magic. So they have a limit on what spell they can or can't use. Yes, because different spells, some spells can only be used by specific classes. So meaning that for example, let's say my character here, this lovely looking tiefling here, is a ranger. And as a ranger, you have access to a very specific group. You have a spell list, right? There's this thing called a spell list. So you have access only to that list of spells. And each class that can cast magic has their own similar list. Wizards have the widest. They have the widest range of spells and the biggest spell list in the entire game. But even then, there are some spells that wizards don't get access to. Because they don't have access to everything. But they have a lot. And they have the most. Now, for how spell casting works, I will give it as simply as I can. Because it kind of works differently depending on what spell casting class you are.
Thank you. I'm sure we'll get along perfectly well.
Alright, so I will, let's say, for example, I'll get into wizards for now. The way that wizards work is that there are 9 levels of spells. Technically 10. Because, I'm going to get to that, Oliver. That's where I'm getting to now. There are 10 levels, quote-unquote 10 levels of spells. There's level 0. Those are called cantrips. In the case of level 0 spells, you can cast them whenever you want, as often as you want. Gale kind of looks like a younger version of Gandalf. Kinda does. Kinda does. I can see that. So, level 0 spells, or cantrips, those are ones that have kind of no limit. You can cast them whenever you want. You can cast them as many times as you want. They're the spells that you can keep on casting. Now, level 1 onwards, there are these things called spell slots. Think of them as Joe Cat put it, mage bullets. You can only cast so many spells in a day per level. So, in the beginning, if you're level 1, for example, let's say you can only cast 3 spells. You can only cast 3 spells in level 1 spells. Because that's all you have access to. You cannot cast level 2 spells onwards yet. So you only can cast 3 spells until you need like a long rest, which is like 8 hours of sleep for it to replenish. Right? You're basically reloading, so to speak, if you want to continue the bullet analogy. And as you get stronger, as you level up, you get more spells. You get access to higher level spells. You'll have level 2 spells, level 3 spells. But each level of spell will have its own set of like bullets that you can use per day. So eventually you can have 5 level 1 spells, 2 level 2 spells, and 1 let's say 5 level 1 spells, 3 level 2 spells, and 1 level 3 spell. Something like that. And you don't know all the spells right away, because you also need to learn the spell as a wizard. And you can only, and you can only memorize so many spells in your mind at a given time. Meaning those are going to be the only spells that you will have access to for that day. Until you change it up. So it's a little bit complex. Clerics like Shadowheart actually have it the easiest. Because they are allowed, they have the same system where you can only have X number of magic bullets per day. But in their case, they have access to all the spells that they could ever use for that level. And it's just up to them to like memorize which ones they can use. You know, which ones are gonna be, like which spells they'd like to use for that day. And then all they have to do is like pray to their god for 10 minutes. And then they can change up whatever spell they have access to. Hello, Nana, we're back here to playing BG3. How are you? How are you? Okay, let's talk to Gale now. Where's Gale? Oh, there you are. Jesus.
You're not versed in magic, are you?
No.
No matter to worry the unlettered over. If you meet any elder wizards, let me know. There is a matter I'd like to seek advice on from a master.
I see, I see. Alright, so we still haven't found Lais Cel, though. And I'm kind of interested in having her in the party, because I would very much like to have a tank.
No hope of clearing this without a shovel.
Let's see. Exactly how you describe Overlord or D&D. Also, how come you know so much about it? That's because I've been playing D&D for over 10 years now. Maybe close to 15 years. I don't know. Maybe I can't count. I don't remember exactly when I started D&D, but I've been playing for like a very, very, very long time. So I'm very familiar with the rules. At least the general ideas. Plus, I am also a dungeon master. Meaning I am the, like in a D&D game, I'm the one that's kind of running the campaign. I'm the one running the players through some whirlwind adventure.
One day.
So that is why I am also familiar with the rules, because as a DM, you kind of become this person that a lot of the players will turn to when they need like advice, when they need help on something. If there are rules of the game that they're not that familiar with, then you know, then they turn to you for help usually, and you kind of need to start looking. What? How come you don't talk about it? Never knew. Oh, really? I don't know. I feel like I talk about it enough. Maybe you just haven't been around when I talk about all of my Dungeons and Dragons experience. Because I don't think I've made my being a Dungeons and Dragon player a secret of any kind, really.
It's dangerous.
Of course it's dangerous. One of them caught.
Okay.
Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad, twice as ugly.
What's
The thing's
this?
dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guess.
Hey, other
Your
tieflings!
skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get
Ooh.
rid of them.
Kill it before it harms someone. Okay, deception. Oh no, we lack charisma! We lack charisma! We won't be able to deceive them or persuade them. I will not try to deceive her, but do you guys think we should take the risk? I can't riz them, no. My character does not have the riz. Let's try it. Risk it for the biscuit. Give me guidance. See, so this is what I mean. So this is what you call a skill check in D&D. So this is a check where the skill in question is deception. So every character has stats, right, and skills. Now those skills, like deception here, can be used as the basis for a certain action you want to do. In this case, we're using our deception skill. Now, deception is a skill that is based in charisma. My charisma is, I think, 8, which means that I take a -1 penalty whenever I make any kind of roll that involves charisma. So deception based in charisma is -1 here. So you can see it actually explains here. Charisma is my ability, but because it's 8, it's only 8, then I take a penalty to it. However, I'm also counting on Shadowheart to cast the spell called Guidance, which basically gives me an extra bunch of points to possibly add to this entire skill check. So my bonus can either be nothing, or I can get up to 3 in extra. Now, there's this thing called a difficulty class, which is kind of the number, which is basically the number that I need to hit in order to succeed. If I hit it or exceed, it's successful. If it's below, then I fail, and whatever attempt I did does not work, and there may even be consequences if I fail. So let's see what happens. All right! Hell yeah! We're good. We pass.
She's right. Let's go. We need to check out that blast. You didn't hear it? Shook our camp good, so we came for a look.
I'm in dire need of healing. Where is this camp? You know what? No, I'll find it. I'll leave it be.
Enough gawking. Get me down.
Say please! I know she's sassy, but I want to tease her. I don't even need Riz. I got luck, yeah. She's so angry. I don't know, but I like to tease people like this. I don't know why. Does that make me a bad person? Does that make me an asshole, guys? If I want to make her say please.
Never.
Never? Oh, come on, Lais Cel.
You'll hear goblins before you see them.
Fine, fine. Oh, sorry if you already know, but the thing is blocking the dialogue options a bit. Oh, really? Oh, okay. I'll try to do something about that. But, yeah, I'll take that into consideration. I'll see if I can move it around. Because this thing is kind of fixed. But let's see. Teasing prideful types can be fun, right? Right? It's the reason why some people like tsundere. There's nothing more fun than like teasing a tsundere.
I need more pockets.
Okay. All right, Lais Cel.
Questionable intellect. Unsurprising. Release me, or enjoy a future as gay.
Fine, okay.
Enough.
Where's the
Get
thing?
me down.
Okay, let me see what do I need to do. Oh, there it is. There's the thing I need to attack for something. Oh, okay, I can shoot the thing. Okay. Let's do that. Come on!
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
You're clearly no friend to tieflings? No! We're not parting ways with her, we're keeping her around. She's just a big grump on the outside. A simple thank you wouldn't go amiss.
You may as well suggest a wyvern bow to worms. The cure I offer will suffice as thanks.
Okay, let's find this crash.
You are full up. Dismiss your weakest warrior.
Okay.
Very well, but heed my words. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. I must interrogate this Zoru. Our very lives depend on it.
Game looks so
I will
good
be at
though.
your camp. Do not keep me waiting.
Alright. Do you know if she's lying? Let's see. That depends. In a normal D&D setting, you can perform a check for insight. Insight is basically a skill that allows you to gauge if someone is being truthful, or if you can basically try to observe more or get more information from someone's statement. So yeah, that is normally something. Oh, here. So campsite. Okay, we can take a long rest. So we can actually talk to people in camp here, so that's kind of nice. Let's start talking to people. Astarion.
I am enjoying the latest addition to our little group. Lais Cel is delightful. In a very look at me twice and I'll dismember you kind of way, of course.
Let's see. We don't need a rogue yet. And I'm kind of dexterous enough, so maybe we can leave Astarion for now.
Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special.
Just stay here.
I guess I'll spend my evenings lounging here while you do all the hard work. It sounds awful.
I love how Astarion is just like very much a drama queen. Come on. Such a drama queen, Astarion. Alright, let's check the traveler's chest. What's in here? Oh yeah, we get some bonuses! Mask of the Shapeshifter. What's this? Peculiar clothing chest. Bewildering Adventurers Pack. Drake General Die. Oh! Oh, I love it. Okay, I love that these are character options. Okay, so we have opened. So look at all of this stuff here inside this bag. Coffee, potion of featherfall, potion of mind reading. Okay. What else we got in here? Peculiar clothing chest. Open it up. Cape of the Red Prince. Can you use or wear them? I think so. I think so. I don't have any proficiency with musical instruments, so that's fine. Bicorn of the Sea Beast. Needle of the Outlaw Rogue. Ooh, I like the, it's a rapier, I think. Or is it, oh, it's a dagger. No, it's a dagger. Okay. Let's equip. Actually, let's compare first. Can you compare? T inspect. Okay. Oh no, this is it's just a cape. Okay, we don't need to. Let's just equip it. Oh, look at that. We have a beautiful red cape. But it's sticking out of our tail. Ah, the clipping. It's okay. It's okay. We'll figure it out. And then we can equip a new hat. Okay, this doesn't look as great. I kind of like the old hat. A red cape with a hole, and my hat has horns, has holes as well. Okay, this one we might give to Astarion. Okay, add to... Oh no, send to camp. Send to camp. Sent to... Let's give it to Gale. Let's put this one and then let's send this one to the camp. Okay, so there's also a bunch of other stuff here. Let's put this one back as well. Send to camp. Chest, sent to camp. Ooh, okay, so guys, Mask of the Shapeshifter. This is definitely the way that I see it. This is a what do you call it? This is a reference to Divinity Original Sin, from which is the previous game of Larian. Okay. So that means I should have access to the spell now. Wait, does it actually let me shapeshift? Okay, I should have access to that spell now. Here we go. Yeah, shapeshift. Into, let's make ourselves a from purchasing the game. I'm not entirely sure. I think it might have been, I think it may be an item for those who bought the early access. Let's make ourselves human. Which is human? Femme human, let's go. Ooh. Oh, cool. I have the mask on, but I look like this. This is now what I look like to all the other players and I think the other characters. Okay, let's get Lais Cel back in our party.
Chatter already, Tusky.
Ah.
I expect I am your first.
Hmm. I know of Githyanki, but I've never met one.
Of course you haven't. They would have cut you from navel to neck. You are no less alien to me than I am to you. I know of your kind, but I do not often encounter them. That large, fleshy nose of yours looks like a mistake.
Really? Really? My nose is what you're gonna gun at? Wow. Okay, Lais Cel, you and your little teeny tiny upturned bat snout. She does need to chill. Come on now, it isn't that large. Be silent in the face of her goading, yeah.
Yes. Best to keep quiet, lest any drivel leak from your lips. No matter. I do not intend to stay long in this place.
Yeah? Okay.
It is done.
It's very average. Okay, I'm gonna dispel the disguise. Okay, we're back to being a tiefling. I want to take it off now. I'm good. I had my fun. I had my fun. I'm gonna put on my hat now. No, better yet, I don't like the hat. Let's see. Alchemy pouch. What else is in our other bags? Supply pack. Okay, so these are... So this is... that. Simple robe. Send to camp. No, add to wares. What else? Oh, we have a whole bunch of stuff that we don't know we might not be needing. I might sell those later. I'm not gonna put it in yet. We have one bag. Oh, it's in the keychain. Oh, it's a keychain, of course. Do we have anything else that we want to put in there? No? I think let's sort our gear first. Sort by type. Harper's map. Let's read. Can you meet other players in this game? No, you cannot. However, you can choose to play in a multiplayer game with other players. This is actually, you can actually play this in co-op with up to 4 players at once. So that you have that option. If you have a couple of friends who also have the game, you can play this with them. So let's put this in the Bewildering Adventurers pack. Put all of that there. And then this camp supply pack. Let's leave that be. Mask of the Shapeshifter. Let's keep that around. You never know when that's going to be handy. The topaz and the gems will add to wares. Add to wares. And let the manuscript add to wares. Silver. Add to wares. Ruby. Add to wares. Sell everything! Let's see. Void bulb, that's going to be handy. We might be able to throw that. Bottle, we might need that for stuff. Agate. Add to wares. Bloodstone, add to wares. So you might be wondering, what does it mean when I say add to wares? So basically, if you add something to your wares, when you next go to a shop, you can have the option of selling all of the items that you've marked as add to wares. And you'll automatically sell all of it. So it's basically just a way for you to kind of, what do you call that? To kind of mark something that you want to sell the next time you're at a shop. And then you can just automatically sell all of it. So that's kind of the fun bit there. Alright, so let's sort by type again. So we have now 4 party members. Let's level up Lais Cel since she messed up the leveling earlier. She now has Action Surge, an extra action. Fighters are very simple to play. They can be very, very fun. Although they are... The downside to a fighter is that they generally do not have a lot of really strong uses outside of combat.
I'll take that.
So it's a little bit limited.
Best be on my way.
Okay, any other items? Invasion plans for the Sword Coast. My, what is this? Ancient ink. Oh, more stuff. Storage box. Is this my personal storage box? Trap disarm toolkit. Pick up. Gold. Pick up. Hell yeah. How many hours worth of story does this game have? I don't know the exact number, but I am willing to bet a lot. And a lot of replay value as well. Because there are a lot of decisions you can make that can affect a single situation. So I'll get around to it, but there are, suppose in a certain encounter, let's say earlier, right, with Lais Cel and those other tieflings, right? The way that I handled that situation when I told them to go off, that could have also been resolved in a bunch of other different ways. I could have chosen to kill those other I could have chosen to kill the other tieflings. I could have chosen again to just tell them, hey, you know, just leave her to me, or whatever. So let's head back out there, right? Okay, so let's go. Oh, wait, oh. Okay. I need to separate myself from the rest of the party right now.
Don't mind if I do.
What are you saying?
There is work to do.
Everybody hide.
Better make my next move.
Haven't seen anyone but us. It's just wilderness out here.
I wonder if we can talk to these guys. Okay, I'm gonna save here, and let's see what happens. Let's try actually talking to them.
Let's not get caught off guard. On my way.
Nice. I love how they whisper when they're in hiding.
There could be all sorts of loot in that. You! Not another step, hear me? Boss! Got company up here!
What's this then? Trying to creep around us and loot the crypt? Not happening. Or is it the ship you're after? Don't matter either way. It's ours. All of it.
I can't talk my way out of shit. I can't talk my way out of shit. And I am not used to that. I normally like playing characters who are very talk first, fight later kind of thing. But, let's see. Let's try to do deception anyway. Let's try test our luck. Let's see. Let's go. Ooh, or do we intimidate them? Okay, let's try to intimidate them. The only thing you own is your life. Leave before I take that too. We should have pushed him, Fexa. We should have pushed him. 2! Ah! Let's load the game. Actually, I want to load the game. I want to try pushing him. I actually want to push him. Let's try to push the guy off instead of pickpocketing him. I actually want to give that a try. It sounds super funny to push him off. I got 2. I know. It's so bad. Where is, Shove?
Seems like the best way.
Okay. Ha ha ha! Okay. Let's How much damage did he take? He took 4 damage. Okay. And we're automatically into a fight. We're not even, you know, we're not even going into a talk anymore. We're straight up. That is not a shove. That is a yeet. Okay. Oh wait, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try another thing. I wanna try pushing the dude off, but with my mage hand. Oh, I wanna try that too. Let's see how that goes. If we're hiding and they don't see anyone, that pushes him off. Okay. Where is my mage hand cantrip? Okay. Okay. Mage hand. Let's go. Let's shove the sumbitch. Hide. And then shove. Oh, I have to move first. Okay.
You'll die a bloody pauper unless you take
Hold that! Not another step!
Oh. Oh. Who is in combat? My familiar? Why is my familiar in combat? Fly, fools! He's not yeetable anymore. Ha. Goofy flying hand, I know, right? Oh, I have to take a short rest before I can cast it again. And I also can't cast my familiar anymore either. Okay. Let's not hide anymore. And let's lead with who has good. Oh my god, none of us are good. Oh wait, Shadowheart can talk. Let's have her lead the pack.
Like my mum always said, fools rush in.
Let's have Shadowheart talk. Why is it combat right away? How do they know it's me? Oh, that kind of sucks. I don't like that. I don't feel like that should be... I don't feel like that's fair. That, you know, that they suspect I'm immediately the guy to fight just because y'all saw a mage, a spooky flying hand going around. That could be anybody's spooky flying hand. Doesn't have to be me. Okay. They use wall hacks. I know, it sucks. It sucks so bad. Okay. So let's have Shadowheart take the lead. We'll have him talk.
I'll see what I can learn.
You! Not another step, hear me?
The reason I want it to
Got
be
company up here.
Shadowheart talking is because she is a cleric,
Trying to creep
and she
around
might. Oh no,
us
it's
and leave
wisdom,
the
not
crypt.
charisma.
Not happening.
It might at least not be
Or is
negative.
it the ship you're after? Don't matter either way. It's ours. All of it.
Does she have... Oh, she's also -1 on charisma. Shit. Let's load again. I want to see who has the best charisma in the party to talk. You know? We don't actually have anybody who would be the charisma person yet. We don't have a bard. We don't have a sorcerer. Gale is a wizard. His main stat will be intelligence. His main stat would be intelligence. So let's go do party view, which is tab. I want to see character sheet. Okay, so Gale does have the best. Does have the highest, what do you call it? He does have the highest Astarian. He might have high charisma, actually. So it looks like Gale is the guy with the highest charisma in the entire party right now. So let's have him walk in.
You'll die a bloody fool.
You! Not another step, hear me? Boss! Got company up here!
What's this then? Or is it the ship you're after? Don't matter either way. It's ours. All of it.
Okay, so it looks like Gale has he does have an extra proficiency in persuasion. So he looks like he is a bit of a talkative and persuasive type. We can't use this. Well, we can use deception or intimidation, but we wouldn't have the bonus for persuading them. So let's go with persuasion then. And then let's also throw in a bonus for guidance. And maybe potentially get an extra couple more points. Even if we roll low. Nice. 2. And then 4. So 17 total.
Well, in that case, come on, you lot. No point in getting killed. Second worm gets the cheese and all.
Second mouse gets the cheese, no?
Nobody's getting any damn cheese. Now move it.
Gimbal Buck.
It would have been quicker to kill them.
What do you mean? If they just left. How can you get any quicker than that?
This calls for careful footwork. My patience wanes.
There's no time to waste. At least things have stayed interesting. Don't waste a step.
Okay, so we have them gone. Let's go check the door. Let's make sure we don't stay here, we don't get tangled up. They can't handle Gale's Riz. True. That's probably what happened. They couldn't help themselves. Alright, so I can try to lockpick it.
Can't keep me out.
Give me guidance. Nat 20! Critical success, but there is also critical failure, so I'm a little upset at that.
You're dead!
Oh, shit. Alright. So let's, well, I guess we're just straight up in a fight. Guiding Bolt. 46 Radiant. Oh, that's level 1. Let's go for Sacred Flame, which is a cantrip, because we can do that repeatedly. That's 40%. Yeah, let's leave it at that. Versus, if I straight up smack him, it's 55. Or what else are my other options? Oh, we have shared initiative. Either I can go first.
Let's go.
Or I can hamstring shot? Yeah, you know I'm gonna hamstring shot so we can't run. Doesn't seem like we can. No, I am going to help. Oh, okay, okay. Got it. I'm gonna shove. I'm gonna shove the dude. Can I disarm? No, that's improvised melee. Alright, let's just attack him normally. Okay, that's it. That's all I got. Shadowheart. Miss!
Time to push my luck again.
All right. Oh, we can oh yeah, we can blind him. Blind the motherfucker. Yeah, let's go. Okay, what else do we have? We can burn him to death. Or we can, yeah, let's burn him to death. And then let's try to shove him. Oh, he's been knocked down. Okay. And turn.
Time to strike.
Yeah, we are just shoving him, blinding him, and then just, you know. Miss! How did you miss, Lais Cel? The man was not working. No, let's not use action surge. Okay. He's dead now.
Never a dull moment.
Let's take everything. Okay. There he goes, unfortunately. Does it not have any... Did we just also take his arm? Oh, we took his armor. Oliver, do you have Summoner in this game? I assume this is BG3. Yes. Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 were from a long time ago, like the mid-90s. I got to play both Baldur's Gate and Baldur's Gate 2. So that's why I immediately got this game when it was on early access. And as for summoners, yes, that is actually one of the that is a school of magic under the wizard class, and they specialize in summoning things like this one, like my little pet bird here. Yeah, Quoth. I wonder if I can rename him. Can I rename you? I cannot. Oh well. The gameplay is the same as this game, right? No, not exactly. It's a little bit older because it ran on an older engine. And also the D&D rules back in the day were also different. So that's also another thing to consider.
Let's get on with it.
So those are also very different different games, kind of. They were different in the sense that...
Moving ahead.
What do you call it? That the rules were different. That the rules were different. Ooh, dried sausage links. Can we eat that?
Dust and silence.
Normally the patron god is obvious. Not here.
Cheese wedge. Cheese wheel.
Fit in my pack.
Cheese wedge. Let's get all the cheese.
I don't need any attention right now.
1 and 2 is old as heck. Yeah, they are. They are very, very old. But the stories are like really good though. The stories done. They also had voice acting for a lot of the characters during the story, just not of the, you know, the character that you created. But like a lot of the characters also had like voice acting and stuff, which made for a very fun experience. Because especially when the stories were very good. And the characters were also very interesting to, you know, to play with. Because you get to explore their stories, talk to them, get to know them more. That's one of the, that was one of the main, like, appeals, really, to Baldur's Gate. Yes, it was a role-playing game, but, you know, and a lot of the characters you interacted with were all very much, like... I also got a recent free RPG, like this game, Dungeon of Nabelhook, the Amulet of Chaos. Ah, I see.
Best be on my way.
I don't know. Would I recommend trying to pick up the Baldur's Gate games? Actually, Beamdog has like the like Baldur's Gate 2, like a remaster or enhanced edition, I think is what it's called. That's something. I'm gonna save before I do this. What the heck? I am going to make a new save. I'm gonna call this one save 1. I'm gonna start having like a series of different save slots. Everybody get out of the way! Okay, so there's someone there. We gotta make sure that we stay out of her line of sight, which you can see is right there. Okay, so let's see what her pattern is. So she's gonna head down there. Actually, we can probably hide here all together if everybody, you know, gets on the same page. Lais Cel.
With every breath, a purpose.
Woo!
Keeping my head down.
Okay.
No time for mercy.
Let's go sneak attack! Yes! Okay. We got the sneak attack. Let's shove her. Okay, we don't get that. I see this requires a decent graphics card. It actually doesn't, from what I've been told. There's like a, I don't know what the minimum requirement is. I'll see if I can find it for you. Okay. Next, Gale. Firebolt. Alright, we're good.
What now?
Take everything she has.
Another step forward.
Book of Final Breath.
Mind if I do?
Can you somehow create a character that has the abilities to fight like John Wick? That depends. I feel like if eventually over time you could build a character that pretty much can like fight, you know, in the same way, I would probably bet that that's like a monk. That was creepy. I'm playing Minecraft and zoned out, and I zoned back to Whispering, thought I was doomed. Oh. Do I have slot inventory limit? Not slots, no. I have more of a weight limit. So you can see here, I have a certain weight that I can carry based on my strength stat. And in this case, I am almost reaching my limit. So I may want to offshore some of my heavier items, either back to my teammates or perhaps send it into, or go back to camp and unload it there. So those are some of the options that we've got. Oil barrel. That's promising, guys. Look. So there are oil barrels here. That basically means we can play around with them. And we can set things on fire. That is a Larian, what do you call it? Classic. Getting some good old substances. And then getting it to spill.
Not bad. I've had better days. And worse ones.
Okay. Hide before the Americans get it? Perhaps, perhaps. Okay, let's see then what's in the wardrobe, see if we can find anything. Road dust, gray clothes, rags. Maybe we can sell it. We can probably sell a lot of this shit, actually.
Alright, time to skulk about.
What am I to do?
Robes will get dirty. Unseen and unsightly.
Everybody hide.
About why my eye is itching. These boots have
Okay.
everything.
It's locked.
No lock, no handle. How does it open?
Good question. Very good question. There is a torch here. I can probably set that on fire. Let's go grab the torch. Okay. There's probably a lever somewhere. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's a lot of people. That is 4 people at the least that I am seeing. Let's get inside the room. Let's observe them for a little bit. So we have at least 4 people. We could have the advantage. But we also have to watch out for that one extra person that's looking around. Okay, so that's... You don't have to worry too much. Are you going to do some D&D stream with the gang sometimes in the future? I want to do a D&D stream. I just need to kind of figure out how we're going to do it. And it's a lot of planning. It's a lot of planning, basically, is what I want to say. And we could definitely do it. I just need to make sure that we have everything ready when we do. Now, ChatGPT, if you want to do it. I would not really go down that path. And that's, and mainly because I feel like that, adventure writing and stuff in D&D is a lot of, what do you call that? It's something that requires a lot of planning and preparation, and I have a high kind of standard for stuff like that. Ooh, single-use arrow. Oh, we only have 1 arrow of ice. Let's go.
I just want a little look. Ah!
Clear off! We got here first.
Ah, hamstrung. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Okay. So, before anything else... Lais Cel, get up there, close the damn door. Initiative is 3. Fuck. Okay, Shadowheart, I need you to heal me. Heal me now. I need you to heal. No, we have a cleric.
Take you.
All right. We do have a healer. Okay, and then Gale. Let's see. I'm gonna cast Grease. It's gonna be a little tricky. We need to find that spot there. Okay. Do it. Okay, we got Grease! And then, oh, we can... Oh, yes! We can get fire on there. Can I? Dip in a dippable surface. I can't dip it in there? Okay, I guess not here.
A good opportunity.
Okay. Yeah, that was the achievement, I think. Okay, stay there for now. Shield of Faith. Okay, increase my AC by 2, please. That would be perfect. Thank you very much. I still have a full action ready. Okay. Radiant. Let's see. Sacred Flame. Saving throws. Okay, you know what? Let's do this. Okay, so she's got resistance. Let's end the turn there. And then for you, let's cast. Let's do a ranged attack. Okay. Ah, miss. Fucking hell. Okay, let's just end turn here then. Oh, there's a. Oh wait, no, there was always a fourth dude. Oh god! Jesus Christ! I'm gonna need more heals. Okay, this is not good! This is not good! Oh, that guy's dead. Yeah, that guy's dead. Potion of healing! Oh, let's get out of the way.
Breathe deep and move.
Okay, and turn. Dash. Okay. Gale, you need to heal up, buddy. You are in dire straits. He's on fire. Oh, he's 25 HP. He's tanky. No, the guy was standing on oil, and then I just shot a flaming arrow on the dude. Okay. Okay, let's put this one guy to sleep first. 24 HP? Yeah, okay, let's do that. Alright, you go sleepy time for now, buddy. We'll talk to you later. Is anyone else needing healing right now? Shit. I used up all of our spell slots. We have nothing. Okay, so I guess she's gonna have to just back up a little bit.
Got to move.
Do we have any other cantrips? Guidance. Ability checks. No, let's go for resistance again. On Gale. Okay, and turn.
I am fury. I am death.
Okay, so can she hit the dude? Okay, you can kind of go for him, yeah. Miss. Why are you such a terrible shot? Let's go inside. But we still need to have her be the front. Hey Ram, we're doing alright. Kinda not great as far as in the game goes. Okay, so it's my turn again. I have access to him. So let's go for ensnaring. Okay, 80%. We're good.
Blood follows me everywhere.
Okay. All right. Pull back again. Is this my bird? Oh, my bird can be here. Let's fly. Fly, my bird, fly. Oh, he's back. Fuck! Oh, shit. Okay, that's not good! That's not good! He's awake, he's a barbarian, and he is gonna rip me to shreds. Can I put you back to sleep? No, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Sleep. Just him. Just him. Back to sleep, buddy! That's it for you!
Shall be done.
And then heal again!
What should I do?
That was not the most ideal of circumstances. Sir Dubious. It's okay, Sir Dubious. Hell, don't even worry about that, buddy. You are good. Alright? You are good. Shit. Okay.
Victory awaits.
Okay, let's try to arrow this one again. It's only 60%, but we gotta give it a try.
This is your end.
Okay. And then let's bring them back here. Yeah. Oh, she shoved the dude to wake him up. Oh, fuck. Alright, so that's actually smart. And I hate that. Okay, so I need to... Okay, let's switch to... You are within range. Shove. shit. Okay, so can I run? Oh no, we're already engaged. We cannot run. Okay, can I rend the vision on this dude? Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's blind him! Ah, fuck. Ah, he keeps going after Gale!
Some healing for a wizard in need.
I know. You think I don't know Gale? I've been trying to keep him... Do they have backstab effect? Yes, but for a specific class. Rogues. It has to be a rogue. Okay, let's let's get Gale further back.
Let's finish this.
All right. Okay, just in case, I'm gonna go invoke duplicity. Oh no, I need to... Is he... Can I engage? Too close? Okay. Let's go. Shove. Nope, okay. Let's just attack him normally. Let's kill this dude. Yeah, there it is. Let's action surge then. Let's kill the barbarian dude before he deals any more damage than we want him to. Yeah, other dude's just straight up dead out here, killed by my bird. Alright. Shove him. Alright. You can get the bird closer. Oh, that's the limit. Nope, buddy, no. And guess who's gonna kill you? Jesus is gonna kill you. Oh no, he didn't. He's not.
Need to stay focused.
Okay, let's just... Oh, I missed. Fucking hell.
Swift and lethal.
Okay. He's just 1 HP left. 65% to hit. Fucker. Blind the motherfucker! Oh, my bird killed him! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Let's go! Hells yeah! Whew! What's the difference between rogue and thief? In the case of Dungeons and Dragons, a thief is a subclass of the rogue. So thief basically is one that specializes in what do you call that? That specializes in a lot of the stuff that you would expect from thieves. Pickpocketing, kind of traversing through cities and terrains, undetected and whatnot.
More for me.
Javelin, okay. Okay, we're getting close to our limit. So let's give some of the, let's go into party view and see if we can hand over some of our gear to other party members who can lift more. And let's also see if we can give people some ranged weapons. So I'm not the only one goddamn doing shit like that. And then same thing for Shadowheart. Let's give her a short bow. Yeah, but her main weapon is still gonna be, what do you call that? Still gonna be her melee. Whew.
No lock, no handle. How does
Can-
it open?
Can I heal you? Or can I just give this to Gale? Let's give one to Gale. Why everything? Gale, you only need to use one. There we go. Send the rest back over to Karai. Wear a hat. You look silly with a hat. Fine. It's okay. Oof. Shadowheart, can you heal yourself?
Let's try this way.
Because we don't know if there are any more fights over here.
At the ready.
What else in here? Come on, give me something. The Unclaimed. That's just a book. Have we really found nothing? Chapel records. No, that's nothing. The plaque.
You do not recognize the language on the plaque.
Interesting. Okay. Come on. Maybe more something in the books. Lockpicking is impossible. Alright. Examine. It's a sturdy door. Wow, we can actually look at the door. Blast the door open. I would if they didn't already blow up the goddamn oil barrel. Okay, we gotta find something. There's gotta be something here. Oh, there's another chest actually here. We can sit on a bench. What else is here? What else? Where have I not yet looked? There has to be something somewhere. Let's turn these torches on. Mayhaps we'll find something. Perhaps our minds will be illuminated. Unfortunately, no more explosives are immediately available.
Something over there.
What? Oh, a lever here. Oh.
What was that?
Oh, shit. Okay. That was a door. That was the door that we were looking at. Hell yeah. Ooh. I don't like the looks of this. It's a door. Let's save. Okay. Are you ready? Dank crypt. Oh, these are the worst kinds. I feel like we should go back. Oh, these are doors. These are... Hang on.
This place wasn't built for the living.
No, it wasn't. Can we open these doors? Let's try to lock it. I mean, pick it.
Come on, open up.
Might be. Because we're not exactly in a good position to fight another fight. Okay, so we open the door. Where does this go? I don't like this place. No, we're not going in there. What about our other option? What about door number 2? Oh, gilded chest. Another book.
Might be useful.
Yeah, we are not going in there. There are dead people in there. Let's light the place up. It's a little creepy. I feel like a little bit of light could really help the place, you know? Are you planning on planning to do some Minecraft content in the future? That would be nice. I think I could probably do some Minecraft. I am a part of Eve's Minecraft server, so if ever I do, it would probably be about that server. Oh no, it is more of the same, and I think I kind of remember this a little bit. Wait, is this a way out? I have 2 more spell slots. I think I want to go to camp. Yeah, I want to go to camp. Let's take a camp supplies. Oh, okay. So this is how they're handling long rest and short rest. That you need to have camp supplies in order to stay overnight at a camp. You must have enough supplies. So if you can't just keep spamming a long rest because you need to have supplies. Oh, that's actually cool. I think I might actually implement that in my own D&D campaigns. I see. Okay, so let's... Sorry, I accidentally pressed the button. My bad, that wasn't intended to be like that. Whoops. Let's see, save. save 4. If you don't have enough supplies, you don't get a full rest, therefore you don't get all your spell slots back. I see, I see. Hello, Zako! Welcome, welcome. We are... I don't like that. I don't like perception failed. I'm a go out. I'm a go. I think we should probably rest, but... Maybe let's go again. Let's go back. Let's just be very, very careful. We don't have a lot left in us before we need to do another, before we need to take a good rest. How have you been doing, Zako? How are you? Ah! It's a trap! Where did my shoulder pad go? Oh, it got a little, it was kind of cramping my style a little bit, so I took it off. Let's try to disarm this. What happens if your team member dies? I have to resurrect them. I have a scroll of Revivify on me right now, so we can revive them. A bit tired, but we'll be fine. I see, I see. So let's try to disarm this. Yes, please, give me guidance. We're good. 23. Hell yeah. So we disarmed the trap. Let's try to see if there are more. Oof,
Trap.
Where is the trap? Oh. Okay, disarm. We'll try to disarm this one while we're still inspired. Ooh! Thank you for noticing all the traps. You look better without your shoulder pad, to be honest. Oh, thank you. Glad you think so, but I happen to like my my shoulder pad. Oh, here's another trap. Okay, so let's disarm this one. Yeah.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
13. Yeah, let's keep going. Yeah, look at us. We got keen eyes. We got keen eyes. For me to disarm all the shit. 17. Let's go. 24.
Stay vigilant. There are traps here.
Oh. Let's get disarm this one. You gotta disarm all the traps. 18. Oh, we're also rolling really well. It would be funny if the trap would just explode, everyone dies, and credits roll. That would be that would be the worst thing ever.
My.
Ooh.
Better be careful not to trigger that thing.
Okay, disarm it. Let's get guidance again. Because that's already cooled down. Ooh, 9. Okay, good thing we have a lot of bonuses, so we're good. There's probably one here somewhere, but we can't really tell where it is. Let's open it. We have a new dagger, and we have a sarcophagus. Okay.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Oh, it's a trap. What's a trap? What's a trap? Oh, gargoyle head.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Okay. We got a bunch of stuff. What happens if you trigger the trap? Well, that depends on which trap it is. Gargoyle heads look like that. It looks like they shoot arrows. The things on the floor, oof. Oh, thank God, we have a lot of bonuses. The gargoyle heads look like they shoot arrows. These things on the floor, they look like gas or something comes out of it. So I'd be a little careful about that. Guidance. Oh, there are more. There are more traps here. Ah, we need more guidance. Ah! Okay. Oh, we broke our trap. Our, what do you call it? We broke our toolkit. Shit.
A strange coin.
Let's sort our stuff by weight and give some of the heaviest shit to, Oh, look at this is heavy ring mail armor. Let's give this to Shadowheart, who can probably make better use of it than me. What else? Great Club. Let's also give that to Shadowheart. Dagger. Oh, no, it's a dagger. Is it? Yeah, I think it is. What can I give to? What else can we give away? That can help lower my weight. Doesn't look like much else. Quarterstaff. Let's give that to Gale. You might be able to use a quarterstaff. More leather armor that really I can't use that much. Let's give it to Lais Cel. Just because she can actually carry more than I can. Because, like, I don't want to be carrying the shit. Lais Cel, you're grumpy, but please, you can carry more than I can. Okay.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Okay. I think we already disarmed pretty much everything. Let's go check out the box then. How long should a gaming laptop last? I would say a gaming laptop should, in most cases, be around the same as like a what do you call that? As a PC would. It also depends entirely on how you treat it. You know? But generally speaking, you want to make sure that a laptop can last you at least 5-ish years, you know, in the ideal condition. But if you're kind of careless with it, then there's a good chance that maybe your laptop might not last you that long, maybe 3-4 years at best. Because you also need to take it, you also need to, you also need to treat it well. Make sure it gets maintained. You get it cleaned up. You get it serviced. Ancient door. Oh, hey! We unlocked that door back here. We're back here. Yay! We can go to camp. Let's go to camp. Let's go to camp. Okay. Hell yeah. Who's in a camp with a big fat sailor? Who's in a camp with a big fat sailor? Sunlight. Sunlight. All right, let's talk to some people.
Speak.
Come on, Grumpy. Tell me about mind flayers.
I understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question less.
Look at us. We look so sassy. You're like, mm-hmm. Yeah, grumpy faced. You grumpy faced. You know. You grump. Okay. Gale.
Yankee joining our company. Not a collaboration I'd have anticipated.
You think she's gonna
But a
betray
welcome
us?
one, nonetheless.
Hmm.
Let's see. I hail from Waterdeep, City of Splendors. I am a wizard of considerable acclaim and scholar of exceptional accomplishment. I have a cat, a library, and a weakness for a good glass of wine. And if the mood takes me, I'm known to try my hand at poetry. There.
Okay. You have many good stories to tell about your adventures as an archmage.
Didn't that paint enough of a picture?
Oh, wow. Can we? Wasn't it brown? I think it was. I think the lighting kind of just hits it weird. Because of maybe the hat and the lighting. I don't know. Change the subject. Okay, let's leave. Let's unequip the hat. I think it's messing up his hair.
For now.
I think it's probably just the lighting effect. Let's talk to him again, yeah?
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it
What's
could
on
have.
your mind?
Oh, he is graying. Okay. Let's get the mugwort.
On my way.
Oh, can I talk to my bird? No, I can't. Oh, that sucks. Why can't I talk to my bird? You can hide headgear. The above that has this little icon. Oh. But I'm assuming that's for like headgear that actually have, you know, use. Right? Because I'm guessing like not all equipment are built the same. Not all headgear. Oh, I mean it's more useful for headgear that actually have a use. Like, let's say there's a nice piece of headgear that has a good effect, but it looks ugly as hell. You know, like an FF14.
Lais Cel has a dangerous look in her eyes. Let's just hope she reserves those impulses for any common foes.
Alright, what's the story with that odd little artifact you have?
There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just forget you ever saw it.
Alright. Alright, I'm not gonna pry. You look very, very grumpy. And I don't want to make you grumpy. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some rest. End the day. Yeah, let's go. Ooh, there are different people talking. Ah, Lais Cel. You have something to say.
A monster forms inside us, and you think to be idle.
Oh, wow, you've taken off your
I knew
armor.
Kind to be fragile, but I didn't foresee the severity. Be quick about your rest. We must locate a crash.
Oh, damn. Why are you, okay. We need to pace ourselves. Don't you know an exhausted warrior is an ineffective one? And then there's underwear under that too. I see.
A thick-headed notion in a complex circumstance. Do you suppose the parasites inside us dare to rest? That the Geich do not still pursue us with each peal of the bell? Take your rest. I will stand watch. Should a single tentacle split your skull, I will not hesitate to end you.
A little alarming, but fine. Red glowing eyes, yes. That is because my character is a tiefling. She is of infernal descent. That means that somewhere along the way, mummy or daddy or grandpappy or grandmammy decided to do the no pants dance. Maybe Maybe or maybe not with consent. I don't know. But basically, somewhere along the progeny, somebody got a little freaky. Ooh, Gale has a little thing going on.
Go to hell.
And a good evening to you, too.
Ha! You're a good sport. Go to hell. An everyday expression. So trivial it's almost meaningless. But we've seen hell. It's real. And it isn't trivial.
You're talking. You're talking to a tiefling about literal hell. But fine, Gale, what's on your mind? Allow me to indulge you.
Devils, dragons, mind flayers. They used to be abstracts. Pictures on a piece of paper. What a difference a day makes. Now we have tadpoles slithering through our heads like carnivorous feti. That's not abstract.
We're in deep, you know what? Gale is deep. He's the kind of character that does a lot of, like, you know, outward talking, but is actually rather broody on the inside, you know? He's the one who deflects a lot of things with humor and wit.
Point well made. I see. I'll wake you bright and early. We'll need to find a healer before the wee one gets hungry.
Okay, let's talk to Shadowheart now. And then Astarion.
Doing the rounds, are you? You'd better get some rest. What were you two talking about?
Me and who? What do you mean?
You and that Githyanki.
Oh. You were just discussing the next steps.
I see. I'd be careful with Lais Cel.
Look at the way she gives her the stink eye, man. Shadowheart, you got something running deep in there. You don't trust Lais Cel. Okay, stop looking for trouble and stay focused.
She's not of this world. I'd be surprised if our interests remained aligned. Let's hope we rapidly find a healer.
You seem reliable. I think you know how important it is that we find someone who can cure us. Best if we focus on that.
Yeah. Let's not abandon all caution. This is unfamiliar territory. We'd rather not jump from the pan into the fire, after all.
Caution is a luxury we don't have. Let's rest and wake up at first light.
Okay. Astarion.
Do you mind? I'm brooding.
Really? You're brooding, Astarion?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go get some rest then. Let's go to bed. Jesus. The way that Astarion was just brooding is kind of unsettling. So far, is there anybody who actually do I have to have someone in my party for them to show up with so I can view their character sheet? I feel that's a little, you know, but That's a little bit butt, if you ask me, to be perfectly honest. Ooh. All right, enjoy. Get some sleep, Vexa. Get some sleep. Sleep well. I hope that I hope that you are able to get a good night's rest. And I will see you tomorrow, hopefully. As we have another stream tomorrow for more, what do you call it? For more Baldur's Gate 3. Is there anyone who isn't wearing boots? All right. So until then, take care. We're also going to be going to bed, actually. We're going to be ending stream as I go to bed for this. Auto select. Yeah, let's go. Full rest. Da-da-da. All right. All right. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna save, and we're good. So thanks, guys, again for dropping by. I hope that I'll see you again tomorrow, as we have more Baldur's Gate 3, and let's see what else we can explore over in the dungeon over there that we last visited. All right. So not much else planned, I can tell you guys right now, but I hope to see you again. Good night, sleep well, and I'll see you all again tomorrow. Bye-bye, and good night.